From the borough of Queens, we're at the home of the Mets, Citi Field. Time for Game 2 of the regular season between the St. Louis Cardinals and the New York Mets. This should be a fun battle to watch, and it'll take place right after this. Jacob deGrom, a right-hander from Florida, gets the ball as the starter here. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Jacob deGrom is just a solid pitcher. He's not overpowering in any sense with any of his 3 pitches. Good sinking fastball, 93 to 96, great slider, and a really good changeup. What makes him so good? He'll throw all 3 of his pitches at any time.
Digging in, Ozzie Smith. He will lead this one off today. 2 balls and a strike to the St. Louis leadoff hitter. These Mets, fellas, as they take the field here today, they didn't get it done here in front of a big opening day crowd, but they'll look to get back on track here.
Yeah, Matty, I know it's not do or die. It's only Game 2 of the season, but you never want to drop the home opener, and you certainly don't want to find yourself 0-2 when you leave the ballpark today.
He lays out for it, but he can't pull it in.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball is going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
Into the box, Enos Slaughter, and they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. And set up behind the plate is Kenny Jansen as you see the rest of the umpiring crew there.
Hey, the book on Kenny Jansen, D-Road, not a very big zone, but he will give you that low pitch below the knees.
Yeah, and he's consistent. You're okay with that as an offensive player. He wants to give that pitch below the knees. If this pitcher can execute consistently, you better make the adjustment. He's running
A little early, and now it's even at 2-2. Here now the 2-2. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
Defense has got to be on their toes right here. 3-2 count. Runner on first has got some serious wheels. You know he's probably being put in motion.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Count remains full. Here's a look over to first, and he'll get back in safely. Smith on at first, nobody out. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Number 68 onto the grass. He gets there and makes the play for the first out. Now a chance to look at the starting 9 for the visiting St. Louis Cardinals. Dan Plesac, who are you focused on?
Well, Matt, I think the cleanup hitter might be the difference in this game. He had a nice performance in his last outing. 4 RBIs, right? Clutch hits, driving in guys when they're sitting out there in front of him. I'm looking to see if he can have an impact on this game as well.
At the plate, Michael Lee. First swings for him in this one with a runner still at first and 1 gone. Runners off for second. Pitch outside. The throw. And it's far too late as he steals second with ease. So he swipes second successfully, but you have to wonder now if that might actually end up taking the bat out of the hands of one of their better hitters.
Well, that's a good point, Matt, but I'd be a little surprised if that's the case. It's still early and the game is tied, so that would be a pretty cautious move to pitch around him here or just walk him flat out.
The 3-1. Ball 4.
Batting fourth, left fielder, Stan Musial.
Striding in, Stan Musial. Great chance to drive in a run here in the early going. First and second now, one man out. Now it's driven the other way with some authority, headed toward the foul pole. And this will wind up being nothing more than a long foul ball, and it'll hold the count at 0-2. Ready with another 0-2. Skied into straightaway right.
Waiting on it is Nimmo.
And he brings it in for the second out of the inning. And now this is thrown wildly, just getting it into the infield.
Batting fifth, the right fielder, number 20, Lou Brock.
Coming to the plate now, Lou Brock. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. Here it comes on 1-1. Line drive to left. And that's in there. Base hit. Smith is on his way home. And now this is thrown wildly, just getting it into the infield. And he is in to score from second as the throwing mistake defensively came back to factor into that one.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D-Roy. You get that base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%, not trying to do too much, able to quiet the moment down, center himself, and come through in a big spot.
And that'll get by into center field for a base hit. And the run is in to score from second. It's a 2-0 ball game.
He took that back right where it came from. Nice ribby knock right up the shoot.
You know, a little bit frustrating as a pitcher. You always hear that, hey, you want to make yourself one of the defenders, but that ball was hit just out of his reach, right up the middle, base hit, and another run batted in.
Stepping in now, Yadier Molina. And that misses there, so he runs the count full now.
All right, 3-2 count with 2 outs. The runner on first will be moving, so we'll see what happens. There are a lot of possible outcomes with this kind of play.
Runners on first and third, 2 away. Heading out towards shallow right. Nimmo is there, and he'll put it away to retire the side. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a couple of men left. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number 1. It's the Cardinals 2, the Mets coming to bat. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Jack Flaherty will be on the bump for game 2 of the series. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, we're looking at a guy that knows how to pitch. Last year, his ERA was just under 3.5 for the season. And I would imagine going into the offseason, he's looking to better that. And hopefully he gets off to a good start. We'll see if that starts in this one today.
Stepping in, number 68. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Count is 1-2 now. The 1-2. Misses for the second ball. The 2-2 one more time. And he'll find a way to get a piece of that one to stay alive. Here now the 2-2. Ground ball sent back up the middle, and that's through for a hit. So here in the first inning, the leadoff man's aboard to kick things off. And there's probably no happier person in the ballpark. Number 68 has just collected his first hit in the big leagues. And as is customary, there's the ball being sent into the dugout. Someone will tuck it away for him to put in his trophy case.
Yeah, good for him, and congratulations. Listen, he's worked his entire lifetime for this moment, and he's obviously trying to play it cool right now, but you can bet inside his head, he's on top of the world.
Into the box now, Keith Hernandez. Swing and a miss as he couldn't connect on the two-seamer, and that's out number one. With a moment here in Flushing Meadows, let's meet the Mets. Mark, what do you have on this lineup as they go for their first win?
Well, Matt, this lineup finds themselves down 2 runs. Nothing crazy. Everyone relax. Stay within the game plan. Find a way to execute and get 1 run on the board and get back in this.
So striding forward now, Mike Piazza. First chance for him here with a runner at first and 1 gone. Now the 1-1 pitch is swung on and missed for strike number 2.
I got to count 1 and 2.
Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first and no swing. It's ball 2. Throw over to the bag and he has to dive, but he's back in easily. Runners on first with 1 down. And it's fouled away. Runner goes for second. He swings and misses. Throw down. And it skips in as he steals the bag easily. Don't know if that was a true hit and run there with 2 strikes or not, but he's into second base safely on the strikeout. Ready now, Michael Conforto. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Missed with a slider.
Don't be surprised if he gets another back foot slider right here. Don't think for a second, just because he took the first one, that this pitcher won't come back exactly the same way.
Working for the punch out and the offering. And he tried to hold up that time. We'll get an appeal down to third and no swing. It's ball 3. Now the 3-2 pitch is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. Mets strand 1. They trail things here 2-0. Here's Colton Wong now.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
The 3-2 pitch is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
Here's the defensive alignment for the New York Metropolitans. And guys, the thing I want you to take a look at today is in today's game, the new age, everyone wants to move around. This manager does not like to shift a lot. Maybe a step to your right or left, but there's a lot of trust that the pitchers are going to execute. So let's see how it works out for them in this one.
Digging in, Jack Flaherty, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And that misses. 2-1.
He might still be thrown off from that first inning, guys. He got knocked around pretty good, and that can be hard to recover from mentally sometimes.
Now the 2-1. This one's flared off to the right side. Nimmo in a few steps as he takes it. 2 down.
The batter, number 1, shortstop, Ozzie Smith.
Into the box now, Ozzie Smith. He singled to start the ball game and later came around to score the game's first run.
First at bat, this guy hit a pretty good pitch, a changeup, and he hit it hard for a base hit. We'll see if he's going up looking for something soft here in his second at bat.
And he misses here for ball 4. Already 2 walks surrendered in his first couple of innings of work.
Man, you hate to give up a 2-out walk to anybody, but especially to a speed demon like him, good chance he's running here, and good luck trying to stop him.
Stepping in for the Cardinals, Enos Slaughter flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. Now a throw over, and he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. And there he goes towards second. Pitch misses low. The throw down. He's in there easily as the throw bounces on the way down.
That's pretty savvy base running, right? A lot of pitchers don't throw over twice in a row, so I think he was going on first movement, and it worked out nicely.
The 2-2. And now this ball's lifted in the air down the right field line, but this will get back into the seats, so the count holds at 2-2. Getting his money's worth up there now. It's full 3-2.
Looked like he tried to elevate a fastball on that 2-2 pitch there, but kind of overdid it. With a pitch that high, it's pretty easy to lay off if you're the hitter.
And this pitch misses here as well. Back-to-back walks now, but at least that'll put the force back in order here.
Yeah, the pitching coach would hate to go to the bullpen this early in the game, but sometimes you have no choice. On the flip side, he might just get in his face a little bit out there, try to challenge him, wake him up from his funk. Either way, we'll see how it works.
Stepping into the box, Michael Lee. Twos all over the place. 2 on, 2 out, and of course, here in inning number 2. Smith at second, Slaughter at first, 2 out in the inning. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. A couple of walks, but no damage. More of the show. Saturday baseball after this. Here's Yoenis Cespedes as they'll have 5, 6, and 7 here to start the home half of the second.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
The 1-2. In the dirt, but swung on and missed. And the throw is there to record the first out.
So here's how the Cardinals are positioned defensively. And let's focus on the captain of the defense, Yadier Molina. Future Hall of Famer, ability to control a pitching staff and shut down the opposition's running game.
Next up for New York, Brandon Nimmo. He'll get to take his first cuts here. 1 out, nobody on. That's lifted the other way out to left. Musial moves over. 2 gone.
Batting 7th, third baseman, Tom Frazier.
Here's Todd Frazier now. They'll try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. Now the 1-1 pitch. back to 1-2 now. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And a good fastball swung on and missed for strike 3, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Mets. They're still down. It's 2-0. Back at Citi Field in Flushing, Queens, as we are ready for the 3rd inning in this one. So digging in now, Stan Musial. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
Well, at the plate, he kind of got bailed out on that previous pitch. I think it should have been a strike. Then he goes down looking, and you really can't feel too sorry for him. Not a lot of protecting with 2 strikes there.
Standing in now, Lou Brock. And this one's going to bounce up to the plate. An easy take there, and it's 3-1 now. Matt Carpenter is on deck. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he looks at ball 4 now, so he's aboard, and you always have to worry about the threat of the steal when he's on base.
Third baseman, number 13, Matt Carpenter.
Here's Matt Carpenter looking to follow up the RBI single from his first at-bat. And they pitch out here, but nothing's happening. Ball 2. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. He's ready with the 2-2 pitch. Never tempted to swing at that ball down low. It's ball 3.
We could see the runner in motion here on a 3-2 count with 1 out. There's a pretty good chance he's going to get a pitch to swing at, and if not, it's ball 4 anyways.
There he goes. Swing and a miss, strike 3. The throw is well behind the play. That's an easy stolen base.
They ran the risk of a strike him out, throw him out play there, but that was a good job of getting in there successfully. On 3-2, there's a decent chance the hitter puts the ball in place, so it can be a good time to be aggressive just like that.
In now, Yadier Molina, and this is down at the knees, but called a strike. Wow, it's 3-2 now.
You know, I think this is a big situation in this game. They've got to lead by a couple of runs, but they don't want to look back on this inning when this one's over and think that they left some runs out there on the base path. Scoring more here would be huge.
Hit on the ground out to short. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. So no runs here on no hits, no errors, and a runner left on. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. The Cardinals lead it 2-0. Digging in now, Ahmed Rosario, as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3. Swing and a miss as he starts the 3rd the same way he ended the 2nd with a punch out, 1 away.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
Stepping in now, Jacob deGrom. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. 1 out, nobody on. And this one is over, and he works the count back to 2-2.
We're seeing him in an absolute groove out there in the mound right now. Retired 7 straight, and mechanically, he looks really consistent and fluid to me.
Here now the 2-2. Popped him up. Carpenter is under it, and that's the 2nd out of the inning.
The batter, number 68.
Ready for another chance. Number 68. 2nd at bat here. He reached via a single to lead off the home first.
Hey, going back to his first at bat, that was a terrific at bat. Saw a lot of pitches, and one of the things you want to do is try to drive that pitch count up early on the starting pitcher.
Two out, nobody on. Into the corner and slicing foul. Now the payoff pitch home. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one.
I know he wants that pitch back. He put good wood on that ball. But let's give credit to the pitcher right there. Great arm action on that changeup. Got him a little bit out in front.
Count still full, 3-2. Another full count pitch on its way. Pulled toward right center field. Slaughter has it in his tracks. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Mets go down 1-2-3. They trail it here 2-0. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Colton Wong comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. A little bouncer. Drilled down the line, but a foul ball as it holds it 2-2. Another 2-2 offering. Popped him up. Piazza over to his right. 1 away.
Now batting, the pitcher, Jack Flaherty.
Now to the plate, the pitcher, Jack Flaherty. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And here's a fastball, not close, as he runs it to 2-1 now. Here now the 2-2. Is swung on and missed, strike 3.
For me, check swings are right there next to bang bang plays at first as the most difficult calls for an ump to make. Taking a look at show motion, the batter doesn't appear to hold up enough, so I think the call was right.
Into the box, Ozzie Smith is put in play to the right side of the infield. He's got to hurry. They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. 1-2-3 go the Cardinals. They're up 2-0. And that brings up the former MVP Keith Hernandez. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
The next 3-2. Sent on the ground out to second. Taken in by Wong. And there's one down now.
Not a lot you can do with that pitch. That fastball just ate him up inside and gets the soft grounder for the out.
Digging in to try it again, Mike Piazza. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Sliders in for a strike. Two and two to the Mets catcher. High in the air down the right field line, but this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. Another try at 2-2. And now a slider in there for a called third strike, and there are two gone now.
Man, they've really had his number so far in this series. That's his 5th strikeout in this series alone.
Standing in now, Michael Conforto. 2-1.
Boy, they've been just getting shut down right here. Been a while since they've even had a runner on. So I think it's time to start looking for ways to make some things happen. Drop a bunt, get up on the plate, something.
No runs, just one hit, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. 3-1 to the Mets left fielder.
He's had command of his pitches all day, hasn't walked a soul, but we find ourselves in a 3-ball count here. Want to see how aggressive he gets in the zone.
The 3-1. High in the air out to center field. Slaughter moves over. And that ends the inning. Down in order go the Mets. They're down 2-0. Ready once again, Enos Slaughter. He'll start off the 5th in this one. Popped him up. Hernandez is over, and he puts it away for the first down.
Now batting, first baseman, Michael Lee.
So stepping in, Michael Lee. And there's a called strike at the knees as he was hoping for a base on balls there, but it's a full count now, 3-2. Smoke toward third. Frazier's up with it. Throw gets him, 2 down.
Well, I think he got away with one right there. It was a fastball right down the middle, and he hit it hard, but he couldn't elevate it at all. Would have been a different story if he did.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Stan Musial. He was punched out looking at strike 3 last time through. The 3-2 pitch. Here's a high pop-up. And he will indeed make the play in foul territory to retire the side. Down in order go the Cardinals, but they hold a 2-0 lead. Here's Yoenis Cespedes. He leads off in the bottom of the 5th as they look to break through on the scoreboard for the first time in this one.
Yeah, baseball is a game of adjustments, and it's time they start making some. They don't need to change their entire approach necessarily, but now is maybe when they start thinking about ways to get the guy on the mound out of his rhythm a bit.
Now the 3-2 pitch. High in the air down the right field line.
Brock waits on it.
And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
The batter.
There's our
right
line score
fielder,
through the first 4.5, and these guys have basically had the bats taken right out of their hands. Just one hit to this point. Now at the plate, Brandon Nimmo. He flew out in his last at bat. The 1-1 is looked at for ball number 2. No runs, just one hit, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. Their count now at 2-2. Missed with a slider. Pulled toward right center field. Calling for it, Brock. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Third baseman number 21, Todd Frazier.
Here's Todd Frazier now. 2 away in the inning, and Dan, it looks like this could be another 1-2-3 inning for him.
Yeah, he has really found a groove on the mound, and it's been impressive to watch. It'll be interesting to see how long he can keep this dominance up.
The 1-1 home. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And that nearly would have gotten him on the board. Instead, it's a long foul ball. The next 1-2 pitch. And that one just missed outside. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. The 2-2 one more time. Fouled away.
He's just having a hard time putting this guy away. 4 foul balls in this AB. I don't think this pitcher has got something that he can get a swing and a miss on.
The 2-2 one more time. Is swung on and missed. Strike 3. Mets go down 1-2-3. They're still down. It's 2-0. Digging in, Lou Brock. He'll look to light a spark under this lineup that hasn't found the scoreboard since back in the first inning.
Yeah, and for me, the story has been the starting pitching they faced. It's been very difficult to rebound and, quite frankly, dominate after getting roughed up a bit in the first inning of a start. So I'll give him a lot of credit for what he's been able to do.
Ready to deal. Here's the 2-1. Grounded up the first baseline. Oh, what a stop on the slide. Wow.
Third baseman number 13, Matt Carpenter.
Stepping up to the plate, Matt Carpenter. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate.
I think he's forgotten about sometimes, Matt Carpenter. When we talk about the best hitters in our sport, I think he's one of the more underrated offensive players.
Squared that one up just a little late. One and 2, here it comes. And he fouls this one off. Now another 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Keep in mind, people, the longer the at bat, the higher the likelihood that this becomes his last inning.
Here now the 2-2. Count remains 2-2. Here's another 2-2. And this is swung out and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the 6th inning.
Well, this pitching staff has done a pretty good job right there. That's the 4th time he struck out, and we're only in the 2nd game of this series.
Into the box now, Yadier Molina.
I mean, Yadi, when he first broke on the scene, was a defender first and foremost. You can't see it.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals, but they're on top 2-0. And that will bring in the former top prospect, Ahmed Rosario, to start things out in their half of the 6th as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent to date.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've been completely overmatched to this point. 1 hit through 5 innings. I mean, what else can you say about the pitching they faced other than it's been fantastic? We'll see if that continues as we approach the later inning.
2 balls and a strike to Ahmed Rosario. Looks like a left-hander has begun to get loose out in that Mets bullpen. A 3-ball, 1-strike count to the Mets shortstop.
Great AB so far. I'd really like to see this guy work a walk and get on base for this team. Maybe give them a shot of confidence that they got a shot to get back in this one.
The 3-1 pitch. And that one misses, so the leadoff man will head down to first on ball 4 to start the bottom of the 6th.
This is only their 2nd base runner of the game after that earlier hit. Tough to score when you don't have anyone on base, so we'll see if they can get something going here.
Austin Jackson will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 16, Austin Jackson.
Rosario gets his lead at first, nobody out. Rosario makes a move from first. Pitch is high, the throw, and they got him. Boy, Molina put that one right where it needed to be.
Not every catcher could make that throw, so that was pretty special. Benito Santiago made throwing from his knees famous when he was playing, but it's a really tough one to pull off. That's a long throw without any legs underneath it, so hats off to him on that one.
The 2-1. This is flared out towards second, and this is taken for the out.
Now batting, number 68.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go number 68. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. Swing and a line drive, but that's a foul ball. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. And that misses, ball 4, and now the Mets have themselves a 2-out base runner.
Well, he gives up the walk, but that was a really good pitch. Might have been just out of the zone, but not by much. A lot of guys would have gone fishing for that pitch, so sometimes the hitter just outlasts him.
Stepping up now, Keith Hernandez. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. The 1-2. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. Well, this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. And he's got himself another one as he picks up strikeout number 9 here, and the side is retired. Mets leave 1. They trail things here 2-0. Welcome back to Citi Field in Flushing. 7th inning upon us with the Cardinals out on top, and it's time to check out the game summary to see how we got here. Paul Sewell is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
51, Paul Sewell.
Here's the second baseman, Colton Wong. No hits to this point. And he'll come back with one in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. And it looks now like a right-hander's begun to get loose in the Mets bullpen. The 2-1. And this will be fouled away. Here now the 2-2. Will not catch the zone. Ball 3.
Time to focus here. This game is way too close to be walking, guys, so we'll see if he can make him swing the bat on this next pitch.
He's ready. Now the payoff pitch. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Conforto moves over. 1 down.
Now batting, the pitcher, Jack Flaherty.
Next to hit will be the pitcher, Jack Flaherty. It was a backwards K, a strikeout looking for him in his last at bat. One out, nobody on. Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first and no swing. It's ball 2. The 2-2. Fouled off. Here now the 2-2 is swung on and missed. He got him.
Now I know he struck out there, but for a pitcher, that's a pretty solid at bat. Anytime you can make an opposing pitcher out there work and throw quite a few more extra pitches, that's a quality AB in my book.
So the lineup flips over and digging in, Ozzie Smith. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Inside and a hair low. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two out, nobody on. Trying to go the other way. This is looped out toward third. But an easy play over at third, and that'll be that. Standing in, Mike Piazza is hoping to avoid the hat trick. He struck out in each of his first 2 plate appearances so far.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
The 1-1 home is laid off for ball 2.
We've seen him go down on strikes more than once in this game, so this has been a better approach by him at this at bat. Much more patient, and he's gotten himself into a good hitter's count.
Hard hit ball to second. Wong is there. On to first, and that is a big out to lead off the home 7th.
Now batting, left fielder, Michael Conforto.
And next will be the Mets cleanup hitter, Michael Conforto. High in the air out to center field. Slaughter is back, and he'll get there to make the play for route number 2.
The center fielder, number 52, Yoenis Cespedes.
Settling in now, Yoenis Cespedes. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
You know, Madden, every team has that one guy, and Yoenis Cespedes is that guy for the Mets. Completely changes that complexion of that Mets betting order.
That fastball must have a little late life on it, because that was right in the wheelhouse, and he still wasn't able to get good wood on it.
Loop down towards short. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield.
Hey, with 2 strikes right there, he didn't try and do too much. He took what the pitcher gave him, got the front foot down, and was able to fist feed a soft liner over the infielder's head for a knock.
In now, Brandon Nimmo. And he lays off a pitch off the plate and high, 3-2.
One of the things you want to do with a starter, get that pitch count up. Here's another productive at bat, as this count now gets to 3 balls and 2 strikes.
The 3-2 pitch. Grounded to third. Carpenter is there. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. So no runs on a hit here, no errors, 1 man left on. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. The Cardinals are out in front, 2-0. Robert Gesellman is out from the bullpen now as he'll make his first appearance here on the season.
Robert Gesellman.
Striding in once again, Enos Slaughter. He got under one and popped out his last time up. The 3-1 is in there for strike number 2. And it's fouled away. Full count still. Popped him up. And this will land foul. Another full count pitch on its way. And a good take there will net him a base runner as it's ball 4 now to start the 8th inning.
First baseman, number 8, Michael Lee.
Now to the plate, Michael Lee. He's 0 for 2 with a walk thus far. The 1-2. Right side. A dive, but he can't get a glove on it. It's through for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
You know, as a former infielder, Danny, they always say you can't be in 2 places at once, but you got to be a little frustrated right here that ball found the hole.
Yeah, that's a tough thing. You make a quality pitch and a guy shoots one through the right side, normally a vacated spot right there. 9 out of 10 times somebody's there to make that play. Unfortunately not, and now we've got a couple of guys on.
Set, and the 2-1 pitch. And this one's chopped foul right at home plate.
Man, the Redbirds, they've been struggling all game long. They've yet to been able to get that big hit. This is the time for the big hit for the Redbirds.
And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone. Pretty clear he didn't like the call there on the outside part of the plate, but probably too good to take, and he's down on strikes for the 2nd time.
Yeah, that pitch was right on the black. Beautiful pitch. And even if we had robot umps, he'd still be out. But the only difference would be he wouldn't be able to complain about it.
Striding into the box, Lou Brock. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Oh, on the ground to short. Could this be two? One there. Relay to first in time. And just like that, this side is retired. Cards leave one. They're up 2-0. Bud Norris is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the eighth.
Number 26, Bud Norris.
Ready for another shot now. Todd Frazier. He went down on strikes last time up.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
Swings through it for strike number 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
Got him. And he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time. Cardinals are into their bullpen now, as there are the final numbers for their starter. It was a really nice day on the mound for him.
Rosario.
And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ahmed Rosario. It was a walk in his last trip. Down low, 2 balls and a strike. Cutter, and that's a called strike 2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Hit on the ground to third. And a base hit as that's into left, and they've got themselves a base runner.
Now back. Pitcher. Robert.
Jake Bruce come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 19, Jay Bruce.
One, 2 is the cut fastball, but he holds back 2-2. He stays alive, still 2-2. Norris over to first, and he'll dive back in. And again a throw, and he just manages to get his hand in. Rosario stands at first with 1 out. And he lays off, so it's full now, 3-2. Number 68, who represents the possible go-ahead run here, waits in the on-deck circle. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Musial is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first. Very brisk pace to the ballgame thus far. 2-0 our score as you get a look there at the line score to this point in the contest. Now back to the top of the lineup, stepping in, number 68. And with men on base and 2 away, it feels like this at-bat could go a long way toward deciding this thing.
No doubt, Matt. A base hit here changes this game quite a bit. But if they can't score here, it looks pretty bleak for them heading into the last couple of innings.
Throw over to first, and a dive, but he's back in there. 2 out with the man at first. And there's ball 2 now. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Brock waits on it, and that ends the inning. Mets strand 1. They trail it here 2-0. Anthony Swarzak enters from the pen to start the ninth inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the ninth. Striding in to start the ninth, Matt Carpenter, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning. Now the payoff pitch home. And this pitch misses here. It's ball 4, and they've got a leadoff base runner aboard to start the ninth.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving one up where he can really hurt you.
Here's the catcher, Yadier Molina.
Head-to-head against Anthony Swarzak. He's 1 for 5.
Nobody out, runner on first. Bouncer down the line. That winds up foul for the second strike. Has a look, now the pitch. And that's swung on and missed by Molina as he set down on strikes for the first out.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
Stepping in now, Colton Wong. Fouled away. Oh, it's on the ground to second. Did he get his double play? There's one. On to first, but not in time as he's in there ahead of the throw.
The pitcher, number 26, Bud Norris.
Matt Adams will look for some two-out magic here as he'll pinch hit with 2 gone and a runner at first.
Matt Adams.
Count remains full. He'll try it again, 3-2. Soft liner to the right side, but an easy play over at first to glove it, and the side is retired. One left for the Cardinals as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. Carlos Martinez enters the game to finish this one off here in the bottom of the ninth.
Number 18, Carlos Martinez.
And that brings up the former MVP Keith Hernandez. And Dan, what's gone wrong for this lineup today? They're only 3 outs away from being shut out.
Boy, you know, I just haven't seen a lot of fight in these at-bats. Now, of course, plenty of credit goes to that pitching, but the effort on the offensive side has been pretty lethargic watching from up here in the booth, Matt.
Yeah, I would imagine it feels the same from watching in the stands in this one. Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His 3rd punch out of the game.
Boy, there's the perfect pitch right there. The straight changeup. He hadn't used it yet in this at-bat, and what does he do? He uses it, pulls the string, and gets the big strikeout.
Into the box, Mike Piazza. 1-2 as he chases the slider. The 1-2. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Wong calls for it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
The left fielder, number 30, Michael Conforto.
Next for the Mets, Michael Conforto. And he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the ninth. 2-run game, last of the ninth with 2 away. Hit to first. And he'll step on first for the out, and the ball game is over.
And a nice job here to come in and slam the door. That's his first save of the season, but it certainly won't be his last.
A 2-0 finish today. The St. Louis Cardinals jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Jack Flaherty gets the win on the mound, his first of the year, as he finishes 7 innings with only 2 hits allowed. Jacob deGrom pitched well, allowing only 2 earned, but ends up taking the loss. Carlos Martinez closes the door for the save, his first of the year. So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. To find out more, head over to theshownation.com.
Our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious St. Louis Cardinals. 2 runs on 4 hits. No errors. They left 8 men on base. For the Mets, no runs, 3 hits, no errors. They left 4 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 23 minutes. Our paid attendance this afternoon at Citi Field, 45,000. The Mets thank you for your continued support and remind you to please drive home safely.